Live from WRAL News Headquarters in Raleigh, your number one source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
All right, taking a live look at temperatures across the area this evening. We are seeing cooler temps for the first time in quite a while as those rain chances start to ease up. Thank you for joining us. I'm Eric Miller. Meteorologist Grant Skinner is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. Grant, I hate to say it because I love these numbers, but things will be heating up again soon.
We'll eventually warm up, but it's been nice the past few days to have highs in the 70s. Wow, it's felt great out there. This front is slowly backing off, though, and some warmer temperatures will move in, but we've had a good bit of rain across our area. I want to show you some video from Neuse River. We had crested earlier today, just over 15 feet in Smithfield there. And you can see those water levels really increased with some of that recent rain. In fact, checking out some of the numbers recently, we're still close to 13 feet for the water levels at Neuse River, but it will steadily drop through tomorrow. So I know some spots have been cresting or have been in minor flood stage, but those levels should start to drop off with the rain chances dropping off as well. This is the view from our WRAL studio tower camera. You can see all the lingering low cloud cover with this front still close by, but check that out. I see a small break in the clouds, and we could see a few more of those tomorrow, which will be good. But this evening looks great for the NoCon concert. Temperatures in the low 70s by 9 o'clock, around 70 degrees by midnight tonight. We will have some lingering clouds, but just very, very comfortable out there, and rain chances will be a lot more limited than what we've seen over the past few days. Tomorrow, warming up, highs push into the mid to upper 80s, partly cloudy. Rain chances a lot smaller. You see only around a 20% rain chance into the afternoon and evening, so don't expect much rain then. But we're looking ahead to Tuesday. We're already watching for a severe threat, a better chance for storms late in the day. We'll talk about our next weather maker that'll bring that severe threat coming up in a bit.
Grant, thank you very much. All that recent rain softened the ground, and that's been causing some problems out there. Take a look at this right here. This is video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker. Not one, but two huge oak trees crashing down on Durant Road in North Raleigh. This happened right next to the Avalair Oaks Drive intersection just before 11:30 a.m. The trees shut down traffic on Durant Road completely for much of the day. Fortunately, they weren't blocking any of the intersections, so residents could still get into their neighborhoods on both sides. We checked back in this afternoon, and firefighters tell us the trees were finally cleared and the road reopened around 4 p.m. The WRAL Breaking News Tracker was on the scene of a terrible crash this afternoon. This happened in Johnston County. It happened in the Wilson's Mills area near Swift Creek Road. A tow truck and a sedan were involved. The car, as you can see there, was heavily damaged. We're told there are serious injuries here. We're trying to learn more information about what led up to that crash and how many people were hurt. Right now, Raleigh police are looking for a driver they believe hit and killed a person last night near UNC Rex Hospital. Police say this happened around 10:30 p.m. on Blue Ridge Road. Witnesses said that person was lying in the road before they were hit by a dark color SUV. The driver left the scene. Police did later locate the vehicle. Police have not identified the person who was hit. Anyone with information is asked to contact Raleigh police. We're working to learn more after a child was hit by a car in Fayetteville. Police said this happened last night around 9:15 on Morganton Road near Murray Fork Drive. There's no word yet on the child's condition at this hour. It's unclear if the driver will face charges. One man is dead after an early morning shooting in Fayetteville. Cumberland County deputies say 66-year-old Richard Brigman was shot at a home on Marquette Street. He later died at the hospital. Deputies say one person was taken into custody but has since been released. The homicide investigation is ongoing tonight. Raleigh police have now charged a sixth teenager in connection with the violence that broke out across the city on July 4th. As WRAL's Elizabeth Holmes shows us, that investigation is not over.
Police say they obtained a secure custody order Friday for a 15-year-old connected to the Briar Creek incident. Raleigh police say they took the teen into custody this morning in Durham with help from the sheriff's office there. The teen is now at a juvenile detention facility in Raleigh, charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, 2 counts of discharging a firearm into occupied property, felony riot, going armed to the terror of the public, and possession of a firearm by a minor. This latest arrest follows several others announced over the past 2 weeks. On July 17th, detectives obtained an arrest warrant for 17-year-old Kenna Daughtry in connection with a shooting on Capitol Boulevard. She was taken into custody the next day in Goldsboro and processed as an adult before being moved to juvenile detention. Her charges include assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury, and discharging a firearm within city limits. Previous arrests include 2 16-year-olds charged in the Glenwood Avenue shooting, a 17-year-old who turned himself in for charges tied to Briar Creek, and 16-year-old Justin Brown, arrested July 10th, also in connection with the Briar Creek shooting. Police also released a statement today stating that their department, quote, remains committed to holding anyone that commits a criminal offense in Raleigh accountable for their actions, no matter their age. Elizabeth Holmes, WRAL News.
And Raleigh police said they're still pursuing leads that could lead to even more arrests. A 19-year-old Chapel Hill man is facing attempted murder and other charges after investigators said he got into a fight with a train conductor at Raleigh's Union Station. Officials said the conductor would not let Terrence Kiernan aboard the train on Friday afternoon. That conductor was taken to the hospital. They are expected to be okay. Kiernan faces charges of attempted first-degree murder, simple assault, resisting a public officer, and disorderly conduct at the terminal. We're working to get an update tonight on the search for the wife of a Town of Cary employee who disappeared in Grenada this week. Elizabeth Waddell was last seen Wednesday morning while visiting the Caribbean island. Her husband, Kalen Waddell, is Cary's Parks and Rec Department operations manager. He's asking anyone with information come forward. At the last report, Kalen was in Grenada helping search for his wife. We've reached out to a spokesperson for the family this afternoon to learn if there are any updates. We're waiting to hear back. We're just minutes away from the start of that highly anticipated sold-out show at Carter Finley Stadium. Folk pop singer, songwriter Noah Kahan will be the venue's second concert of the week. That's where you find WRAL's Bailey Stamos tonight. Bailey, we're seeing that traffic from the live cameras here in the studio. How are things looking out there?
Eric, we are now then less than half an hour away from the concert people have been talking about all week. Now, going into this weekend, rain was a concern. That's for the most part cleared, but also traffic and parking. We're on Trinity Road, where I'm going to step aside so you can see the conditions. And for the most part, it's flowing pretty quickly around here. And as people make their last-minute way into those parking lots, this is going to be one of those main entrances that leads into the closest parking lots to the stadium. Now, I want you to take a look at the video we got coming in off of Blue Ridge Road and onto Trinity Road. We saw patrol cars, cones, and safety teams directing traffic. And then as we made our way in closer to the venue, we saw more security getting ready for bag checks. There were some concerns about how this would all play out after a year ago at the Chris Brown concert. We heard from people who were not able to even make it to the show because of how bad traffic was. But today, a lot of people got here nice and early, set up shop right in the parking lot, and staked out to avoid any troubles.
So we were here at 1:30 when the gates opened. We wanted to get a good spot. We heard him preparing, so doing like his warm-ups, which was amazing. He played some of his songs already, so we're warmed up and ready to go.
Seems like getting here early and braving some of that light rain really paid off. That group tells me they were not expecting to be able to hear sound check, so that was a special experience for them. Bailey Stamos, WRAL News in Raleigh.
Bailey, thank you. Another huge event in downtown Raleigh this weekend, GalaxyCon. As WRAL's Kirsten Clark shows us, the convention is dubbed one of the City of Oaks' largest for a reason.
From the costumes to the exhibits, celebrity guests, and so much more, the Raleigh Convention Center is hosting thousands of GalaxyCon enthusiasts who say they're ready for what the convention and the city has to offer.
I'm from the Newport News, Virginia Beach area, so it was about a 3-hour drive for us to come here today.
The first time in Raleigh, but certainly not the last for Nikki Admonson, who we met decked out from head to toe in a handmade costume.
When we come to events like this, we really feel like we have a place to belong and kind of be around other people like us and see that the things that we love it's totally okay.
Visit Raleigh estimates nearly 50,000 people will attend the 4-day festival of fandom, and they'll likely spend more money in the city than ever before. That includes newcomers like these ladies from Pennsylvania and Virginia.
Okay, what do we think about Raleigh so far?
Honestly, it's a really nice city. I was pleasantly surprised with like parking situations, really nice. I didn't think we had any issues other than it raining outside today, but it's nice so far. I'm excited to explore.
And for those who live in the Raleigh area, like Greg Spada, there's a noticeable difference in this year's convention compared to years past.
Thoughts about the turnout and seeing so many people here?
So big, I think we need a new, bigger convention center. It's enormous.
With thousands shoulder-to-shoulder exploring exhibits, Spada says
A little bit more space would be great.
a nudge for next year's GalaxyCon in a city growing every day. In Raleigh, Kirsten Clark, WRAL News.
And GalaxyCon events will continue late into the night tonight. Tomorrow will be the final day. Back to school bash still ahead. An NBA star returns to Durham and gives back to the community that helped shape him. Trey Murphy III is helping local kids get ready for the new school year. Plus, from Carter Fenley to Wendell, we'll share how local businesses are joining in on the Noah Kahan excitement tonight. Durham native and NBA star Trey Murphy III was back in his hometown today, helping kids get ready for the new school year. The New Orleans Pelicans forward hosted his third annual back-to-school community bash, handing out school supplies while spending time with families and encouraging young people.
I really do like impacting kids in the best way that I can, being a good role model for them, whether that is, showing them on the basketball court through hard work and dedication and results, or being a friend.
And Murphy says giving back to the Durham community that helped shape him is something that he really cherishes. The free event also included games, food, haircuts, health screenings, books, and other community resources. Folk pop singer and songwriter Noah Kahan is bringing his Great Divide tour to Carter Fenley Stadium today, but the excitement extends well beyond the home of the Wolfpack. At every tour stop, Kahan's team has been partnering with local businesses for fan-friendly events. The detour guide features 6 local businesses in our area, from food and drink offerings to entertainment. Bello Butcher Company in Wendell is offering a special sandwich as part of all this. It's quesadilla inspired and was created based off of what Kahan says he likes.
We always have fun with sandwiches like that, so we just have been kind of R&D'ing it for the past week and really landed on what we wanted it to taste like.
Bello Butcher says they're fully staffed for the big crowd and have prepared some sandwich ingredients, plenty ready to go. It's looking pretty good right now, Grant.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good, hearty food kind of day today. I mean, it's a little chilly, a little rainy outside, and you got to savor that while we can.
Yeah, the good news is folks outside of the concert are not having to deal with all the rain that we've had the past few days. It's been, a good soaking rain the past few days, and now the rain is slowly working its way out. In fact, we should see more breaks in the clouds tomorrow. We're already seeing a few out there right now, and I'll show you one of our cameras. But yeah, some brief showers and storms are possible through Monday, but less rain overall. And then we'll warm up. Highs push to the upper 80s tomorrow, then eventually in the 90s by Monday. And then watching a severe threat on Tuesday. And I'll break down some more details on what to expect with that. But here's Doppler 5000. What a big difference from the past few days. Even this morning, we had some heavier rain over our southern spots. Even a heavier batch of rain moved in, kind of woke me up earlier this morning. But that has since moved out. There's some light rain now east of Greenville, moving closer to the coastline. We are a lot quieter across the triangle in all of central North Carolina right now. But look at the past 5 days. All these areas in red, between 2.5 to 4 inches of rain. If you have an area in yellow, that's 4 to 6 inches of rain. Not surprised, areas near Greensboro seeing some of those higher totals. They had some totals, even just 12-hour totals, upwards of 6 inches in some spots. And of course, down towards the Sandhills, we've had some repeat areas of heavy rain moving through. Now it is much, much quieter. And look at the breaks in the cloud cover from Carr Lake. Great to see a little bit of sunshine and some blue sky after a gloomy past few days. This evening, the Noah Kahan concert. For any other evening plans, it should be quieter. Again, we still have some stubborn cloud cover, but rain chances are a lot more minimal. I looked in the very brief rain chance for our area just because a couple of brief showers could swing through, but we should be a lot quieter. Temperatures in the low 70s by 11 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning, watch for some patchy fog, but otherwise a comfortable start. 66 in Raleigh, 66 in Goldsboro, 64 in South Hill, 62 in Roxborough, Fayetteville. You'll start your Sunday at 68 degrees. Highs tomorrow will push into the mid to upper 80s. We'll have some scattered clouds. Again, rain chances will be a lot lower. You'll see that on Futurecast. Through tonight, again, the rain works its way east. We'll have some stubborn clouds, but throughout much of the day tomorrow will be pretty quiet. Our southwestern spots could see some brief showers skirt past, like Southern Pines, Pinehurst area. Might have a brief shower or two throughout the day. But you can see we're mostly quiet. This is 4:30 p.m. A lot of our area is quiet, just some brief showers to the south and west. But then you get to Monday morning. I think late Monday or late Sunday into Monday morning, we'd have some brief showers and storms that work their way through. Best chance in our northeastern spots at that point, and a few clouds to start the day as well. Next best chance for rain is later in the day on Tuesday and into very early Wednesday. We have a cold front, our next weather maker, that will swing through. It'll bring a good chance for scattered showers and some storms. There is a severe threat, though, with some isolated wind damage possible as that front moves through. The Storm Prediction Center is already looking at this area and includes central North Carolina, areas to the north. Chris Michaels will have another update on that tomorrow morning. We will likely issue a weather alert day if we're putting a level 2 of 5 risk of severe weather. We'll find that out tomorrow. Again, the best rain chance late in the day on Tuesday, and then temperatures closer to average at around 90. Typical summertime temperatures instead of the 70s we've had the past few days. I can't believe it. I think it was last Thursday, 74 for a high. Unbelievable. It was a record low high temperature. Awesome.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take those numbers too. That's feeling pretty good. That's normal summertime there, Grant.
Right.
Well, thank you very much. You know, Luke, I got to say today is feeling a little bit like fall. And speaking of fall, we're talking Carolina Panthers.
Oh, it's never too early to start talking football, Eric. And of course, the Carolina Panthers doing whatever they can to get better in training camp right now. And that includes making Jalen Coker their wide receiver too. Up next, why Jalen Coker is one of the brightest young players in the NFL and what he's doing this summer to make sure he is ready for the spotlight in Carolina. The Carolina Panthers offense took some gigantic steps forward last season, and a big reason for that is wide receiver Jalen Coker. The Panthers signed him to a 3-year, $35 million extension to be wide receiver 2, right behind Teteroa McMillan. Despite missing the first 6 games of last season, Coker made a huge impact, finishing second on the team in receiving yards. He really shined in the Panthers' playoff game against the Rams, hauling in 9 catches for 134 yards and a touchdown. Head coach Dave Canales making Coker wide receiver 2 after that stellar performance. WRAL's Chris Lee sat down with Coker at training camp, and here is part of their conversation.
I got to prove myself every single day. You know, I got to make sure that I earn every dollar that I was given and continue to, just put my best foot forward every day for this organization. But to know that I have that spot locked up, obviously it was a goal of mine, coming in as a rookie and stuff. But, to have it, here now, it's just, more motivation to continue to keep that spot and, just excel in it.
We'll have more from this conversation coming up in our sportscasts on Sunday. The NC Courage hoping to snap out of a 2-game skid when they host the Utah Royals tonight at 7:45. The Courage have scored 20 goals so far this season, 13 of those coming at home. Tonight's game will be a Christmas in July match where fans can write letters to Santa and participate in a toy drive. Right now, the Courage are in 9th place in the NWSL standings with 21 points. They need a win tonight against the Royals in order to stay in the playoff zone. The Durham Bulls hoping to even up their series against the Memphis Redbirds tonight. The Bulls won the first 2 games of the series, and then the Birds won the next 2. The highlight of the game for the Bulls last night happened in the 5th inning when Joshua Baez launches a ball deep to center field. Homer Bush Jr. times it perfectly and reaches up and robs Baez of a home run. Bush making it look easy last night from his position in center field. Nicely done. The first pitch tonight between the Bulls and the Redbirds scheduled for 7:35. LeBron James, of course, turned the NBA landscape upside down on Friday when he announced that he'll be joining the Philadelphia 76ers. According to NBC Sports Philadelphia, the Sixers became the first team to sign 2 former NBA Finals MVPs in the same offseason. They also signed Jaylen Brown from the Celtics this summer. LeBron is the first player with NBA Finals MVP awards with 3 different teams, the Heat, the Cavs, and the Lakers. Now he'll try to add to his unmatched resume by winning a title with a 4th team in Philadelphia. LeBron is already the NBA's all-time leading scorer and will be entering his 24th season in the NBA. He's won 3 gold medals, and he's been an All-Star 22 times. Well, if you want to look fly with the Stanley Cup, just do what Nikolai Ehlers did. Put the cup in the front seat of a bright yellow Lamborghini and drive around Denmark. Ehlers is so fast on the ice that people call him Fly, and that word describes him off the ice too. Ehlers, of course, scored the final goal of the season for the Canes as they beat Vegas 3-0 in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Ehlers even carried the cup down a red carpet and onto a stage in a room of more than 4,000 of his best friends in Denmark. It just never gets old seeing these Canes players enjoy their time with the most coveted trophy in sports. And Eric, I've got to say, I mean, if you can, do anything with the cup, it's pretty cool. But in that yellow Lamborghini and then showing it off in front of your friends, I'd say Ehlers did it pretty well.
Yeah, so when they were coming through with the cup earlier this season, I got to meet Phil Pritchard, who's the keeper of the Stanley Cup. He goes around with these guys when they're doing all this stuff. As cool as that looks, I feel like that's got to keep Phil's blood pressure pretty low. I'm pretty sure I saw a seatbelt on that thing.
It had the seatbelt, which I think if you're going to do it in a car that's as fast as a Lamborghini, seatbelt's good.
That's a good idea. Luke, thank you very much. And thank you for joining us here tonight. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.